Hello guys and girls,
Yes.
Okay, some things never change. Some things never change, Bethesda. Welcome back to more Morrowind, where people are still trying to engage me in conversation, despite me not showing any interest in them. We are here in Seyda. And in the last episode, we came here and we were told to go to the trade house, because apparently there's some cool stuff that we can do in the trade house. There's a lot of information to get, and there's also a shop, because we would need some armor and weapons and such. Hello, are you the trader of this place? As in the trader, not the traitor? It's a little difference there. Welcome to Real's trade house. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls? Give me some advice. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamar's Satars, for instance. The cave down near the Silt Strider platform. Okay, I don't think I added that to my journal. I almost feel like I should be jotting down notes myself. Okay, so let me find some... Alright, I got pen and paper. Let's see. Kill outlaw in cave near Silt Strider. That's just like an objective that we can keep in mind. Okay. The cave down near the silt. And how do we practice our skills? Practice on creatures and outlaws and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine and clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. You're giving me the basics. I've played a little bit of Elder Scrolls in my days. So tell me about your popular potions. Cure Common Disease and Cure Blight Disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify Strength, Endurance, Speed, and Agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify Personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Of course, Fortify Fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore Health and Restore Fatigue are perhaps our most popular items. And for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shine, Flynn, Maste, and Sujama. Okay, what are those? Tell me about your scrolls, my good sir. Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Almzivi Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine, good for routine or emergency transportation. That's kinda neat. So it's like a emergency Hearthstone. Heartwise helps with persuasion. Summon skeletal minions brings you help in a jiffy. And Drathis Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch, handy to whittle a too tough opponent down to size. I already have an okay touch spell, it's a greater power though, so that sorta sucks. Let's have a look, what else? Solstheim, a terrible place. Okay, let us... Oh, he likes me a lot. Okay, so spells? Ooh, he sells me spells. Okay, so these are spells that I cannot use, I believe. Okay. We could get a fireball, which uses 5 points of magicka. We have 30, so that would be okay. We resist magicka. Fire damage 2 to 20 points for 1 second, 5 feet on target. Magic is not what we're going to focus on now. Let's see what he has to sell. Let's go to weapons. So we are going to be using long blades, meaning not short sword, but something like iron broadsword and an iron claymore. That's two-handed, but we also have the block scale. So if we can find a shield, do you sell a shield in your shop? Do you sell a shield in your shop? She's shield in your shop. The iron broadsword, chop 4 to 12, perhaps. Is there anything else that we would like, or is that good? Iron Saber, Let's see, that has 5 to 18 chop damage. Ooh. Pirate time! Okay, so I'll buy that. And I need a bow. So let's get a short bow. And I'll buy a couple of arrows. I'll buy your iron arrows. Just so I have something at range. What do you have in the way of gear, my good sir? Expensive. I need some medium armor. What do you have in that category? Ooh, iron is medium. Cool. Okay. Wait, that was... Certain imperial... Okay, no, imperial chain is medium. Okay. That makes sense. And Nordic... Oh, he sells Nordic gear! At least the Nordic ringmail. Oh, I would like this. I would like this, but I can't afford it. But I would like it. Oh, that sucks. Do we have anything else here? These things are all too expensive. We could get a helmet. That's about the only thing we can afford. I would like some sort of plate body, even if it's lighter, but I suppose I cannot afford that right now. Alright, actually, I could sell some stuff. I got this silverware platter the last time around. It says value 650, but if this goes like Oblivion, we're gonna get a lot less for it. Oh, wow. I think we actually got a lot from that, didn't we? So now we're at 280. So we can still buy stuff, right? Because we took that. So if I get the... Oh, yes, it gives us more buying power. Okay, so we have that, and we have the ring mail, which is good. Is there any other medium armor that I would like? Medium armor seems a little bit tricky to get at times. But I'm not looking for any plate body. I got that plate body and helmet, but there's no other version. So maybe I would just want some other gear to just fill me up. Like I can get some boots. They're generally cheap. Oh, wow. You have separate pauldrons? That's interesting. Then I'll get some separate things here. And of course we'll need a shield. No doubt about that. And we could get ourselves one of those. Give me one cheat-in shield. Alright. Off with that. Ka-ching! Alright. Let me check my purchases. So we got new fancy boots. Gauntlet. Pauldron. And now to make us look extremely out of place. Yeah! Her! I don't have any pants. I just realized I'm lacking pants here. And the shields. Man, we're looking badass already. We can also equip like arrows and a bow if the need calls for it. But I need some pants. Do you sell pants? He does, but I don't know what's... Let's see. Yeah, do you sell any pants that are not heavy? I mean, I could use... I guess I'll just... Problem with heavy pants is that they're heavy. But I might take some iron greaves for now. Alright. I'll buy some iron greaves. And... there we go. We're ready for adventure. Marvelous. Prepare to die, fiends. I look like such a noob. What do you have here? Ooh. Will anybody notice? Everybody will notice. I know they will. Welcome, stranger. Is there some specific place you're looking for? No. Do you have anything that's at all interesting? My cousin claimed he saw a city in the water near Narmuk. He's a drunkard though and spends too much time in the sun. I can write that down as like a rumor. Pays to take it slow? Yes, it does. Get food and such. Maybe I would want some potions. That's probably something I should buy and not neglect. Do you sell potions, my good sir? I like them. Sell some scrolls here with like one cast thingies. Where are your potions, sir? Are they under magic? Cerdilic brandy. Where does one keep their potions? I think they're called something else, right? What was it that fortified health? Fortify. Huh. I couldn't see any.
Oh, greetings. How do you do? May we talk?
We just talked, my good sir. Hello, people. Hurskar Flatfoot. That's a Nord.
What's your story?
Oh, it's the Nord actor, just with a little bit more of an accent. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. Okay? That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes. Oh, me too, buddy. And lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money and locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place. Well, Fargoth's already being shaken down by the guard, meaning you? You're shaking down Fargoth. You probably also one of the guys who took his ring away, alright? Fargoth's hiding place. I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town, just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house. I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? Alright, I will. Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all of Seyda. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. Interesting. The Imperial Legion. So you're part of the Imperial Legion. Cool. Join it. Solstheim. Interesting. Okay, so we can go look for Fargoth. What is it about wood elves and being shady in these games? Rafla the Braggart. I'm Rafla the Braggart. Welcome to scenic Seyda Neen, gateway to Morrowind. Are you looking for someone in particular? Just one little advice. It's a small seaport in Vvardenfell. It's one of the 6 imperial administrative districts of Morrowind, consisting of the island of Vvardenfell, surrounded by the inland sea and dominated by the titanic volcano Red Mountain and its associated ash wastelands. Morrowind, we know this, is the northeasternmost province of the Tamrielic Empire, bounded on the north and east by the ocean, and the west by Skyrim, and on the southwest by Cyrodiil, also known as the Imperial Province, and on the south by Black Marsh, also known as Argonia. Someone in particular. Is there anything here? I'm Rafla the Braggart. I do a little of this and a little of that. Wow, so specific. A friend of mine says you have to visit the House of Earthly Delights. Okay, House of Earthly Delights. Let's see. Visit House of Earthly Delights in Suron. Alright, I'm going there. Thanks, buddy. Do you have a little advice? We see a whole lot of new faces here, like yours here. If you're hoping to stand out from the crowd, you need to practice a lot to improve your skills. If you want to increase your general level of competence, focus on major skills, the ones most important to your trade, because when we focus on our major skills, we get levels. That's how we level up. I believe we can just train miscellaneous skills infinitely, but not actually level. That way you advance more quickly. And a little tip newcomers forget, always carry a little food so you can freshen up when fatigue gets down. Eat a little and you can feel your energy coming back. Maybe I would want some food for my fatigue, because if your fatigue goes down, you're just knocked down to the ground and you're out. If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I'm a scout. I know places, people, plants, paths, wind, and weather. I serve as a guide for travelers and traders, or work as advanced guard or pathfinder for expeditions. I know the geography of Vvardenfell and the various geographic regions. My best defense is stealth, sneaking past trouble, but I can fight bow or blade in various armor styles when the job requires it. Wow, you are detailed about yourself. So he can train us then, can he? Vvardenfell has 9 regions, each with their own plants and terrain. They're called the Ascanian Isles, the Ashlands, Asura's Coast, the Bitter Coast, the Gracelands, Mullagamur, Red Mountain, West Gash, and Sheogorad. The western coast of Vvardenfell. Okay. So what do you do? Well, he can train a few. Oh, yeah. This guy looks like he's a pretty interesting trainer. I mean, it's way out of our league with money right now, but it's good to know. Services. Get food and sundries. Yes. This is where people offer training. Anything else? I think that was it for you. The trade house notice. Aril's trade house, port of Seyda Neen. Interesting. Well, that's a lot of information that seems very not useful to me. I'm not that detailed, honestly. Hello, Redguard. Go ahead, you're not interrupting anything. I'm alone, scout. You need directions? Well, that could be good. I wonder if she's actually going, if we're actually noting down the directions here. Plaget is a newly chartered imperial village on the road north from Vivek to Balmora, right on the western edge of the Ascadian Isles region. The village is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagiad. The houses, shops are built in a Western Imperial style, and Pelagiad looks more like a village in the Western Empire than a Morrowind settlement. Ooh, cool. So, Balmora. So some of these seem to have a brighter blue color than others. No, that's just the one I last... Okay, that's just the one I'm hovering over. Balmora is the district seat of House Hollow and the largest settlement on Vvardenfell after Vivek City. Good road lead north here to Balmora, passing through Fort Pelagiad and Pelagiad Village. From Balmora, road lead north to Aldrun through the town of Caldera. Maybe I better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing. Oh, thank you. See? She's helping me. Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation north of Balmora on the road to Aldrun. The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. Caldera is a new town recently built in a Western Imperial style. What about Ebonheart? South on the road from Pelagiad, built on the western shore of the water-founded city. That is the seat of the imperial government. Okay, and it's a busy center of maritime trade. The castle Ebonheart is home of the Duke Vidam Dren and the district's ruler and emperor's representative. Also located at Castle Ebonheart are the Vvardenfell district council members and the Hawkmoth Legion garrisons. Seems like a pretty important place. The East Empire Company has its headquarters there. Vivek. Vivek City is south on the road from Pelagiad. It's the largest settlement on Vvardenfell and one of the largest cities in the east. Damn. Built on Norvain Bay, completely surrounded by water, the city itself is a group of giant town-sized buildings called cantons. The High Fane and the Palace of Vivek are visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. Outlanders mostly confine themselves to the foreign canton, while natives live, work, and shop in the great house compounds of residential cantons. Alright, good stuff. Hopefully it'll be easier finding your towns now. Okay, so do you have anything interesting? What about rumors? Local tax collector's gone missing. Some advice. A little secret. What do? You're a scout. So there's a lot of dialogue that's similar.
What is this regarding, Lord?
Hello, Dark Elf. Welcome to Seyda Neen, stranger. Is there a specific place you're looking for? Not really, you're a bard. Ooh. Does a bard have something interesting to tell me? I'm a bard. As an entertainer, I share songs and stories with patrons and peasants. As a scholar, I travel the world with people and learning the lessons of history and human nature. And because a good bard must experience adventure at first hand in order to present its drama effectively, I have learned to defend myself with the noble tools of medium armor and long blade, and I mastered minor mysteries of alchemy, enchantment, and illusion. That's good. It's not like this is not a job interview. You can relax a little, dude. And Albekius, how you doing, buddy? I'm Albekius. You sure have questions? Go ahead, ask. Plenty of time. You're a battle mage. Cool. Did you hear that some fool lost Mentor's ring and a tomb along the Bitter Coast? Let's see. Lost Mentor's ring in tomb along Bitter Coast. Or so they say. A little secret. Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own faction usually like you best. So we should definitely go to Aril in the trade house downstairs if we want to trade. You're a battle mage. Though arrayed as a western knight with heavy armor, axes, and long blades, my primary training is the College of Alteration, the College of Destruction, and the College of Conjuration. It would be really cool to actually learn some alteration with levitation and stuff, but we'll see. I mean, if you know restoration magic, you can fortify your own skills in the other schools of magic and be able to perform well there. So I feel like we're gonna be fine. To round out my education, I mastered enchantments and alchemy. Potions made through alchemy or purchased from alchemists grant me the magics of restoration, mysticism, and illusion colleges. And there could be any more terrible... And can there be any more terrible master of the science of war than a battle mage? I think not. They're pretty badass, I have to say. I agree with you. Sure. Good news, everyone. I've talked to everybody in here. How you doing? Do you have any food? The people were like, get some food to restore your fatigue. But what would restore my fatigue? Just like bread? Because I don't have any of these... whatchamacallit? Like, I don't have any... I cannot see the effect of the different ingredients here. Frost damage... Scroll, cast once. They're not what I'm looking for. I just want like some basic health potions. Some armor hammers as well. I'm thinking I'm gonna buy 2 hammers for now. And there's also like a journeyman's lockpick. I'm gonna get 3 lockpicks for now. That's gonna be plenty. So I should be able to get into most things I want to get into. Alright. We're getting short on money. But we explored that fairly well. Look at us. Badass Brynjar is in action. Hello. Hello. Oh, hey Fargoth. There's no one I'd rather see, Brynjar. I understand if I can help in any way. Oh. I don't think I should bring that up in conversation. Which leads me to an interesting point. Thing is that since I'm playing on PC, I can very easily do daring things because I have the power of the quick save. Just like that, and a save is made. I can try something, if it doesn't work, I can just quick load it. Now, it can be abused for some pretty hefty things in the Elder Scrolls. Like, you can try pickpocketing somebody over and over and just loading if you fail. Now... I did this a bit in my Skyrim series. I'm gonna go over to this cave and check it out. Look at my fatigue drain just because I'm slightly jogging. Ugh. I did this a bit in my series with Khajiit in Skyrim, which most people came to my channel for. And it feels cheap and it feels cheesy, so it's partly why I didn't want to make a thief, because I would be so tempted to just like quick save and quick load to make things go my way. So what I'm thinking is that I'm not allowed to do it for those reasons. If let's say I see a pit of lava and I want to jump over it, it's okay for me to make a quick save, try, and then if I fail I can load. That sort of thing I'm fine with, but if it's trying to like persuade somebody or steal from somebody, I don't want to abuse the quick save, quick load feature. So... yeah, that's my opinion on it. So here's the Adamasartus cave. The names in this one are so tricky. I like them. So I heard that there was a smuggler here. Like saving before a battle, that's totally fine. I'm happy with doing that. So we have a shield on us. Do we have a spell? So if things get dicey, we can try to cast Hearth Heal. All right, let's get into our first proper fight. Are you a smuggler bastard? You're gonna attack on sight? No, you're not. Oh! Oh, you will! Oh! Yeah! Wow! Bring it! Bring it! Hiya! I'll get knocked out! Sweet! Alright. Do you have crap in that? Okay. Let's loot her corpse. A dagger, net leather boots, no armor rating. Ooh, a slave key. I'll take it. I'll leave your corpse here though, just so I can admire it later. So I got a slave key. So if I now go and take like a silver candlestick, can I become Candlestick Warrior? There we go. Candlestick Warrior. There we go. Oh no, she captured Argonians and Khajiits. What a hag. Hello.
Do you have the keys to these bracers? Will you let me go free? You have the key. Will you let me go free?
A Khajiit that rhymes? Get out of here.
Yes, Padargo is free. You are a good friend of Padargo.
Alright, he likes me.
You ask, master. Not much, just that you get your butt out of here. It's not a safe place. Hello.
Do you want me to save you or not?
Do you have the keys to these bracers? Will you let me go free?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay, our Argonians are not quite like Khajiits.
Khajiit, Argonian. Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Brynjar Einarsson.
You're welcome, buddy. That hurts my voice a lot. So this guy's... I think it's a girl, actually. Unlock the slave's bracers. Thank you. Ah, you're welcome. Okay, so these people... What do you know about Solstheim? A terrible place. Yes, of course. Get out of here, people. Don't just be standing around all day. Well, it's pretty unnecessary for me to actually have this thing. Of course somebody comes home right at this very moment and plays loud music. Oh shit, there's more of them. Alright. Shit, I was not expecting that. Is that a mage? Is that a mage? Oh, that's a mage. Yeah. Healing. Yeah, it worked. Oh shit. Heal, heal. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Yeah, I'm almost dead. Yeah. Get back here. Brynjar will kill you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, got him. Oh, whoops. There's another one. Yeah. Combat, man. Go. Yeah. Okay, so that guy almost killed me with his fire spells. Damn, that got close. A throwing star. I gotta remember to like quick save before combat and not in the middle of it. Okay. So that got real fast. A steel katana. Chop 3 to 20. This is chop 5 to 18. So I'm gonna keep it, I think. And cool stuff. And I was going for the gold, but I can take the moon sugar as well. Well, of course there's a Khajiit in the area, so of course there's gonna be some moon sugar. All right, excuse that interruption. Looks like my sister's home. Hey, just when I'm trying to record something. So this goes a lot deeper. I thought this was just gonna be a place with a few bandits and such, but this is turning out to be a whole new world. But Brynjar is powerful, at least against those melee people. I mean, the melee bandits stood no chance, but as soon as they started flicking spells into the mix... Let's see, is there something underwater here? There is. What's here? Ooh. Let's go third person for this. Swimming doesn't look too bad. Why can't I go? Do I have to swim? Ah, so finicky. Is there any worth to being here? There's clearly a path. Oh gosh, why do you have to be so finicky? There we go. So if you follow this... So this is like the equivalent of that cave near Riverwood in Skyrim that everybody goes to, that mine with the bandits where I made the final decision to call my Khajiit Kjor. That place. It's so dark in here though. I'm gonna need a candlestick. Not really, but it adds to the atmosphere. Silver candlestick in a dank cave. Great stuff. The combat hasn't been as awful as I thought it would be. It seems that only some of my attacks hit, which is something I need to keep in mind, because otherwise it just feels floaty and I'm like, why aren't I hitting anything? But that's sort of part of the point, actually, that I'm not supposed to hit every time. It just has this like old school feel to it, and I find that pretty cool. Wait, so what was the point of going around? I probably missed the treasure somewhere over there. But that's the kind of stuff you can point out to me, as long as you do it in a nice manner, because don't be a jerk. Torch. Nice. I can't pick up those torches though. I can pick up these. These slaves still haven't gone anywhere. Was that everything in this cave? There must be more to it. We'll continue. As you see, my fatigue, I have like... If we walk instead of run, our fatigue will regenerate. But it's also dreadfully slow, but I'll walk for a little bit. There's the slave key, but we already have it. Oh, so we have the Scroll of Undushi's Unhinging. And Undushi's Unhinging is going to help us open some difficult locks if we come across them. Sweet. Yeah, because we can go here. And what would we find in the water? A dead guy? with an iron saber. And bone meal. Is there anything else here or am I gonna drown? I can go up here. Now I'm in different part of the cave. And a chest. What do you have for me? Exclusive restore willpower. Restore willpower. Oh, that's just what I wanted on my warrior. Thank you. Oh well. I believe we found... I was still a bit confused about that one path back there. But I believe that's what we have our map for, right? So if we go local... We've charted out the cave fairly well. Could there be more there? Maybe. But for now, that was our first dungeon experience. That was really cool. There's something, I don't know, maybe I'm just in the mood for something older and more hardcore. It's cool. So it's nice that we got to befriend Fargoth, meaning we got some good prices. I just hope that doing the quest and finding Fargoth's hiding place won't make Fargoth dislike me, because I'd sort of become friends with that guy, you know? We were buddies. Oh, the sun's going down. So it would suck if that would hurt our friendship. So our healing spell really came in handy. Like, it single-handedly saved us down there, because one blow of the... that was... I'm not using any graphics enhancing mods other than making this 1080p, and that's not a bad sun. This is 2002. That's not a bad sun.
Speak freely, friend.
Just slightly upscaled. It's looking good. Did I ever talk to you? Well, hello, Brynjar Einarsson. I'm Indrel Rathurion. This is Seyda Neen, swamp fever capital of the world. Neen? Seyda, why the double letters? I suppose you're wondering what's going on. I believe we've already talked about everything. Yep, she has nothing new to say. So talk to one, burden, know them all.
Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Yes, thank you, Indrel. I appreciate it when you guys are actually nice to me and not just big bullies.
Yes?
Okay. So, that is the lighthouse right there. And we were advised to go there so we could get an overview of the place and find where Fargoth goes. I could probably find the hiding place myself if I looked around a little, but for now, let's go to the lighthouse and wait until night falls. Oh, hello. I'm Thavera Vadrano. Welcome to scenic Seyda Neen, gateway to Morrowind. Do you have anything then? I've heard that the tax collector Process Vitellius is missing. I should maybe write that down. Little advice. Will most Outlanders stay close to the Imperial Guilds and its legions, but you might consider service in one of the Dunmer Great Houses. Yes, picking one of the Great Houses, I believe, allows us to, like, get our own house where we can store away our goods and stuff. They aren't real fond of Outlanders, and you have to look around hard for a patron, someone who will speak for you, help you advance to the higher ranks. But the Great Houses are where real opportunities are. House Flalu and House Redoran are pretty reasonable. House Telvanni, the Wizard House, they're another story. Ooh. Dumber. We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dumber. Alright. If that's what you want. And that's it. Alright, I'm just gonna use your warehouse a little bit. Is it okay? I need to see if I can take this lantern. I'm not trying to steal.
It was a lantern, lady! It was a simple lantern! You old hag!
Okay, so not even the lighthouse counts as her property. Okay, I was wondering. I was honestly just wondering, because I knew I would be caught, so. I can't, that's strange though, that should be like everybody's property. Whatever. That's her stuff, that's her stuff. Oh. What's this? The Wraith's Wedding Dowry. Ooh, cool. How long is this book? Oh wow, it's quite long. Okay, I'll take it. Sweet. So we have a little, okay, let's pretend like nothing. It was worth a bit, okay? Okay, so here's the lighthouse. The top of it. Gives us a pretty nice view. I know the viewing distance is not amazing, But I've actually kind of struggled to keep this at 60 FPS. I know, it sounds laughable, but it actually runs worse than Skyrim in some aspects. Okay, so... what day is it? It's day 1. Resting here is illegal. You need to find a bed. We can still stand around and wait. I just, you know, it means that we can't actually sleep here, because that would make us a hobo, and I guess they don't approve. They say night, though. This is like 9 PM. Oh, that's Fargoth. Yeah, that's Fargoth. I wonder if I could equip a bow and zoom in a little, but I'd need some arrows to go along with it. Ah, it doesn't actually zoom in. Oh, shit! Put down the bow. Put down the bow before somebody gets killed. Alright, never mind the whole bow thing. So I see Fargoth right there. So I want to see where he goes at night. So I'm gonna wait another hour here. See if he begins moving. No, he's just standing around doing Fargoth stuff. Hopefully Fargoth won't know of my involvement. Oh shit, now he's gone. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I see him. Because if Fargoth doesn't know of my involvement, he won't dislike me. Because I think if Fargoth dislikes me, then he's going to tell on the shopkeeper. And I don't want the shopkeeper to dislike me either. Ooh. Where are you hiding your goods? So stealthy up here. Brynjar knows. You cannot escape the might of Brynjar. I like your beard. It's beautiful. Dun dun dun. Where are you going, Fargoth? Where are you sneaking off to? Show me where you're hiding your goods. Or else I'm gonna shoot an arrow at you again. Good thing I missed. That would have been bad. Alright, he's over by the tree. He's over by the trunk in the water. Is he hiding inside the trunk? Seems like an awfully stupid place to hide it. Does he? Yeah, I think he just wanted to swim. Then he moves away from it. That might be his hiding spot. Let me see this one. So here we can see that we have like a detailed explanation of what happened during the different days. Like we got the ring. Huriskar Flatfoot asked me to do him a favor, that Fargoth has been hiding money from the Imperials. And I agreed to find him. And I got some instructions. There's nothing new there. I suppose we should consult a journal whenever we are wondering stuff. But it's cool because you can always look back at your journal in the future and know exactly what you were doing. Okay. Luckily we're allowed to be in the lighthouse at night, it seems. So I'm going to go now and check that tree stump where he was hiding it. Sorry Fargoth, you were cool and all, but... yeah. You didn't give me cash money for finding your ring. Now you'll pay. Actually, the reward of a disposition with the shopkeeper was pretty good. He grumbled. Okay. Hollow tree stump. Yes! That's his engraved ring of healing. I'd never take that from him. Can I leave just a ring? I found Fargoth's hidden stash. He keeps in a hollow tree stump in a muck pond in town. Okay, so I wonder if I can just leave the ring. I don't want to take the ring too. Alright, I'll go back and report on my findings. I wonder if these people are just going to stand around all day or if they're actually going to go to bed somewhere. I'm not sure, but this trade house seems like a popular place.
What do I owe the pleasure, Nord?
Shut up. Hello. You found his hiding place? That's great. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold and you can keep anything else that you find in there. Thanks for your help. Okay. So, that gave us less than we normally would have gotten, but that's Brynjar's way.
Hail and welcome, friend. Hail.
I love how they greet me after I'm done. He was grateful that I found the money. He rewarded me with some gold. Don't make you keep anything else. I don't want to take his ring though. I wonder if Fargoth is pissed now because somebody found the gold he was... Well, if that's protection money and you're actually using the protection of which you pay for. And I see Fargoth strolling over there thinking he is owning the place. Hey Fargoth, how you doing?
What do you want? Don't bother trying to rob me. The Imperials have taken everything anyway.
Greetings and salutations.
Yeah, actually, let me hear about the ring. Thank you for finding it.
What is this about?
Here's the thing. Oh, nothing. I wonder if I could go and take the ring, or if that would have any repercussions at all. But I'm honestly just going to leave it and pretend that now Fargoth has that. I'm an honest man. I'm an honest Nord. That is Brynjar's way. Look at how badass we are. Okay, so with that done, what else do we really have to do? Going to Balmora, I believe, is one of the only things, because we've done a lot of what we could do here. It might be like a quest somewhere. So we could go up to the Silt Strider if we wanted to get a ride to Balmora.
Anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
No, Fargoth. Your time has passed. Because we can follow these signs and get the places. So we can go up there and get that Silt Strider. Oh, that is cool. Okay, so by talking about the locations, I got Balmora on the map like this. Okay, so now it's going to be fairly easy for me to find it. Alright, I say let's just hit the road, really. Problem is that even just like this is running. From what I've seen, there's a lot of ways to like speed up though. Like I believe there are like some boots of blinding speed or something that really increases your speed. And I guess since we have the restoration school, we could learn like a fortify speed spell or maybe enchant something with the help of somebody in a Mage's Guild to get more speed. Because this is just awful. But if I'm going into combat, I need my fatigue. Meaning I should actually be just wandering like this. But I'm trying to keep a certain speed to things here. What? Who? What? What? What in the world? Tariel? What is this? Iron Spark Sword. Long blade, one-handed. It has shock damage, oh, yes. Clovian Fur Helm. Extravagant Shoes. Scroll of Icarian Flight. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. That's why he died. It gives you 1000 acrobatics, meaning when you jump... Oh, yes. Okay, what is this? His journal.
I believe I may have found a correct formula for the spell I'm developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I worked out all the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner. Vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without that terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. The time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap at the top of their towers and scream out my success.
Did you take into consideration that you had to go down again? Okay. Well, I know how this is gonna end, but I want to show it to you. So... Scroll of Icarian Flight. Let me test this. Okay, yeah, but if I... Okay, so I have to go do it in the magic menu. Okay, I'm scared. Let me try it. Whee! Wow, that's amazing. They just give you that... Oh, yeah. Ow, no. Ow. And dead. Good times. I don't see a time I'm ever gonna need those scrolls, but that was amazing. That's an amazing random, not random encounter. I mean, it was obviously scripted here, and it's right next to the starting area, so you could have that laugh, but still. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. That amused me greatly. Thank you, Bethesda. Onwards we go. We must travel at a snail's pace. Really should have some fortify fatigue or like restore fatigue spells or something. Having a little bit of restoration helps. I really should have rested at the inn before I began my journey so I could get more magic up. But it's okay. Ascadian Isles. Let me look. Okay, so Pelagiad is over here. Balmora is coming up here. So we'll just stay on the roads. See, there's a rat over there, so I'm gonna go out of running modes. I don't think I'll be able to sneak up on this rat in heavy armor, but it'll give me some experience just going closer to it. And it knows. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to like actually block, I just have it out and it works. Stab, stab. Sweet. Now, we need to remember, I believe we can hotkey items. I need to find out how the hotkey system works, because we have this Iron Spark Sword, which has worse stats. I believe it has a pretty decent thrust. Let's see, how does one hotkey something? That's really something I should quickly look up. Okay, it says F1. Quickies. Click on a quickie slot to add a spell to that item. Alright, 1. I want to set an item? Inventory menu item. And this, I want number 1 to be my basic iron saber. And then I would like this means that I can go less into the menu because it sort of breaks the flow up a little bit. It's gonna be the Iron Spark Sword when I need some extra boost. And then it would also be cool if I could have like my short bow on 3. And if I need to get out of there in a quickie, no. Maybe I would want to keep my Thunder Fist on 4 if I need some extra boost, and then 5 could be my shield spell. Okay, that's pretty sweet. But then I would also like to be able to go back to my Hearth Heal, which I really do like. So now we can go 4, Thunder Fist equip, shield, heal. Okay. Let's get going, and now if I press 2, I can switch between these swords. Damn, that is really cool. Alright, let's save up on that and go take care of this little bugger over here. Appears to be a cave, that'll be the last thing we do this episode, I think. Your athletic skill increased! You resisted magic. Of course I did. I hear noises from this swamp. Ew. Gross. Okay. Let's do the cavern door to Saint Cyprilu. Okay. I have my Thunder Fist ready in case... Because this is a power, it doesn't use magicka as far as I know. I'm sneaky, can't see me, can't see me. Okay, I can see me. Yeah! Yeah! So Thunder Fist is like my... Oh shit, I'm in trouble, help me. Yeah! Die! Fiend! Oop. Long blade skill increase. Yeah! Oh shit, that didn't do much. Heal! I'm dead. Okay. That was tough. Okay, so that guy was clearly a little bit stronger. I should probably use my other sword. It would also be good if I had more of my magicka. That would certainly be of use. Ah. Okay, let's try this one more time. I really should have rested so I had my healing magic for this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch to this sword right here. Yeah, and then we're gonna... Oh, I get knocked down. Yeah. Oh, check that out. Feel the power of lightning. Yeah. Stabby, stabby. Oh, die. Ah, I can't get him. He's too powerful. He's too powerful. Simple as that. I would need my heals in order to defeat him, so I'm simply going to move on, I think. You win this one. We're still weak. We are still relatively weak. Brynjar spent a lot of years in jail, so while we're on this road, I might as well talk a bit more about his backstory. So, as you know, Brynjar was the son of Einar, who was of Clan Einar, and they were like a warrior clan in Skyrim. And Einar's wife, aka Brynjar's mom, fell sick, and no healer was able to diagnose her or figure out what it was so they could mend it. So Brynjar wanted to find a cure himself, and so he traveled a lot. He traveled Skyrim talking to chapel healers and priests and clerics and whatever he could find to try and find a solution. And he returned home 2 years later with a promising potion in hand. But all they came home to was ashes. The village had been burnt down and everyone was gone. Everyone was dead. And he found out that it was from a rival clan, Clan Uffe, aka the Wolfmen. And in a fit of anger, he went to their fortress, which was much more grandiose than their own. And when he came there, he found out that Clan Uffe and the man himself, like the leader Uffe, he had sort of allied himself with the Jarl of Windhelm. But the Jarl of Windhelm had like offered him protection in return for him taking care of like bandits and outlaws and generally keeping the peace in the area. While what he did not mention was the fact that he was also wipe burning and raiding villages at a whim. He blamed that on the bandits and claimed that he was taking out the bandits and helping to stop it, when in fact he was just causing a mess of things. So there were extra guards there. Brynjar came there, and Brynjar's usually like really calm and he likes to like plan out his moves. He's a strategic thinker. But then and there, it was just like he just saw red and he just went for Uffe, but the guards like restrained him, and Uffe's political influence could send him to jail for a potentially long time because Uffe decided not... What is this? It's just some sort of weeds. Uffe decided not to kill him because he was the last Einarian and he did not want him to sort of die in combat as he came at him. He wanted to humiliate him by having the last Einarian like die in a cold cell. And so that was his goal. And that's how Brynjar was sent away, the last Einarian, and then eventually after... How long was he in jail? I believe he was imprisoned at the age of 19, and now he's 27. So he was in jail for 8 years. And now he's been released because the Emperor needed him from something in Morrowind, and that's where Morrowind's main story is going to continue, the tale of Brynjar. So it's not the most amazing tale ever, it's not the most detailed or the most lore-correct tale, it's just something I thought of so I could... Oh! I got knocked out. Okay, they can't go through the door. I just went in and got a sword to the face. This is brutal. Man. I don't have enough magicka for my healing spell. I'm gonna go fight a mud crab. There's lots of them. They're much more fun to fight. Screw that. Okay, so some of his personality traits, like... Some of his more positive traits is the fact that he's hardy and strong in combat. He can take a beating. He has a high endurance, high strength, and he does good in combat situations like that. He's good at empathizing with others, and he often knows what topics to avoid in conversation, hence why he's a little bit good in speechcraft. He knows what to say, what not to say, and sort of how to get people to like him. He's good at that. And he is able to read and write very well because he scribbled down a lot of notes during his adventures. He had a lot of training with his father Einar, going over battle tactics and such. He's also good at like writing in his journal and mapping down locations he's been as a result of traveling around Skyrim looking for a cure for his mother. And during nightly raids in the past, he learned the basics of sneaking and lockpicking when they needed to surprise the enemy in the cover of darkness. So those are like his strong sides, but you can't really just have a character that just does everything right. You need to have some downsides. So while he is durable and powerful, he's not as graceful as other warriors, and he can often find himself outmaneuvered by the enemy due to a lack of speed and agility. So we won't be like defeating any ninjas anytime soon. He also has a fear of axes. Now, he had a traumatic experience with an axe in the past where he actually, one of his best friends, like lost a hand right in front of him from failing to properly use an axe. You know, those things kind of suck. So, the one thing he doesn't do is that he doesn't sleep at night. He doesn't go to bed without cursing Uffe's name. And that's something he has done for the last 8 years. He has also developed a resentment for werewolves and anybody associated with lycanthropy.
I'm listening.
Where is this place? That's what I want to know. He's also a fan of reading before bed, so sometimes before going to bed, we might like pick a book from our inventory that we picked up and just go through it. So what is this place all about? Yo, well, Brynjar, our son, I can tell you're in Hla-Uad, and if you take a little advice, you won't be here long. Folks aren't very friendly here, and they don't like nosy strangers. No offense, Outlander, but if you don't know the Bitter Coast region, you might get yourself into trouble. Alright, what is this place? This is just a little fishing village on the Bitter Coast. A rough track along the River Udai connects Hla-Uad with the town of Balmora across the hills to the northeast. And you can get a ship to Gnarmuk or Ebonheart. Otherwise, it's a very long and unpleasant walk along the coast south of Seyda Neen, or a much longer, more unpleasant walk north to nowhere. Alright? Advice. If you're heading into the backcountry, always carry a couple of restore health, restore fatigue, cure disease, and cure blight potions with you. I would love them if I could find them. The Bitter Coast is named for the salt marshes and swamps along the southwest coast. The water is bitter and so is life generally. It's mostly uninhabited wilderness from Seyda in the south all the way north to the West Gash and the Sea of Ghosts. Hla-Uad is a fishing settlement on the mainland near the mouth of the Udai River. There's a fair track along the river inland to Balmora. Gnarmuk is a fishing village on an island farther north, but both places are small, isolated, and poor. This place just sucks, basically. Latest rumors. It was inevitable. The local criminal organization, the Kamona Tong, wasn't going to stand by and let the Thieves Guild set up shop in their territory. It'll be bloody, and the Thieves Guild doesn't stand a chance. So, the Thieves Guild actually have rivals in this place. A little secret? Your trades, you're a commoner. A few folks in town offer services, but they're either independents like Perry and Ariel, the pawnbroker, and Palia Seno, or they're Kamona Tong and only offer services to their own people. Interesting. Solstime's terrible. The Redguard trustee is owner and publican of Fat Legs Drop Off, the only trade house, and Blenny Salavel can get you out of here by ship to Ebonheart or Gnarmuk. Other than that, nobody important here. By the way, this is Kamona Tong country. There's some Kamona Tong people around, and they don't like Fat Lip or Thieves Guild folk. Don't worry, I'm not part of that. Fat Legs Drop Off is the only trade house in the village. That's where everyone hangs out. See a couple of shacks and a ship or two, and you've seen all of Hla-Uad. Blenny Salavel at the docks offers passage to Gnarmuk, Vivek, and Ebonheart.
Can you ask your question quickly?
Why does everybody talk to me after I'm done? Don't get it. Hello, so you're the one who can take me on a...
Wounded.
I have. I can't heal it either. These people can take me on a boat ride, which is pretty sweet. But I am not interested. There's a house that I can... Hello? Well, Outlander, somehow you ended up in Hla-Uad. You look like an adventurer exploring the Bitter Coast region. Not that it's any of my business. Is there a specific place you're hunting for and little secrets you'd like to share with me? Well, let's just go through. Do you have anything new to say? I think this is all just the same old, same old. Yeah. You're a pauper, one of the humble small folk. I make my way in the world as best I can, laboring in the fields, kitchens, and factories of lords and merchants. When times are good, I live well enough by my own work. When times are hard, I must hope for the charity of the nobles and wealthy merchants. Damn. Hammock. I can't sleep in someone else's bed? Aw. I just want to get to know him properly. That's Sasswalk, though. Welcome to Hla-Uad, stranger. I'm Blenny Salavel, Hla-Uad's shipmaster at your service. What's your destination? Or if you're new to Hla-Uad, I can point you to local services or a specific place nearby. So, destination. You can go here and here. Your ship's called Harpy, that's nice. Any rumors? Don't fight when you're tired, don't try to cast spells when you're tired. You'll fail much more often when you're tired. So veterans always carry a couple of restore fatigue potions for an emergency. Yeah, I'm sure like me some of those. Let's check out the trade house, because I got sort of the general gist of this place now.
You've been wounded.
I have. Can you move, lady? Ah, it's so clunky. Move. Who's this, by the way? I love your armor. Ah, it's a guard. Ah, I've seen that guard armor in the Solstheim expansion. For Skyrim. A dance in fire. You gain knowledge from the book. Your acrobatics skill increases to 6. Probably not the best idea to read these books so early on, but I sadly cannot take your book. Ooh, a Nord! Ronder Highlander! You're new here, I'm Ronder Highlander. Welcome. Hey, you're a smuggler. Okay. Mind your own business is my advice to visitors. Don't get nosy, or some people may take strong objections. If you think you're hot stuff and you want to throw your weight around, go ahead, but I warned you. Okay. So, what do you do? Oh, I wanted to talk more to you, my fellow Nords. Oh well. Let's go to the trade house. I wonder... Oh, there's probably no beds in the trade house. It's just a stupid place.
I'm listening.
None of these people have anything exceedingly interesting to say, it seems. Fat Legs drop off. Let's just check here first. This seems to be the center of... Wow, what a lively place.
Your wounds don't look too bad, but you should find healing regardless.
Sure thing, Owen. I'm Tristev, stranger. You're either a fisherman or a sailor in the Bitter Coast region, or a smuggler. We don't get many pilgrims or tourists here. I'm sure you don't. This place kind of sucks. So, no offense. I'm a trader, a general merchant. I buy and sell a little of everything. Weapons, armor, clothes, books, and miscellaneous items of all kind. Take a look around. Let me know what you want. Or if you have things you'd like to sell, let me take a look at them. I'll give you a price. Alright. You'll have to get rid of that moon sugar if you want any services from me. I don't want any trouble. So you won't trade with me because I'm carrying moon sugar? Wow. Wow, you're so close-minded.
What does it do for you?
Razid. Well, Brynjar Einarsson, I can tell you're in Halawad.
And you say the same thing as everybody else. The trade of the smuggler. That's good. You guys just don't have anything interesting to say. Alright, that's where everyone hangs out. I guess it's kind of late though, but there's no like... Oh, this kind of sucks. I wanted some sort of bed or some place to rest. But I guess this just isn't the place. Oh, well, it's a shame. Because there's no inn in such a little place, I would assume. Which means we're just gonna have to continue the journey. Oh well, guys and girls, that's all we have. Did they use Shigorat's voice on like random people in the street? That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I should also be jumping more to train my acrobatics. I'm gonna remember that. But guys and girls, I think we're gonna end it here for the day. It's been fun. We've delved into some dungeons, gotten some gear, and become more of a proper badass. We'll continue the next one towards our target. You see a mud crab in the distance. We're weak though. We're low on magicka and low on health, and we're gonna need to find some place to sleep. This game's more hardcore than the other games, and I find enjoyment in it. So, have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most important, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.